Madison family wants answers after a person who they believe vandalized their property not once, but twice. Good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this Sunday morning. I'm Taylor Lazenby and we are checking in about our weather this Sunday morning with Julian Seawright. Good morning, Julian.
Good morning, Taylor. And yes, our weather today is, well, to start off our morning, is a lot better than it was yesterday's. We're not looking at any showers at all here in the southeastern or the southern regions of Wisconsin. However, instead, if we're going to be seeing anything, we're going to be seeing it mostly into the east, especially in the far northeast, where now Tropical Storm Henri is still ravaging much of the northeastern sections from New York, even into the Jersey Shore, and pushing its way over into New Hampshire as well. But for us, that's not our case. We are very much inland and very far away from even seeing a hurricane, but any type of precipitation we'll be seeing will be potentially into our Monday morning, where we're looking at cooler temperatures. Another cold front looks to sweep in early Monday morning, bringing in a little bit of rain, but then it's going to be clearing out. Then warmer temperatures will come into our Monday afternoon, and then going into our Monday night, that's where we're looking at another chance and another round of seeing some showers and storms impacting much of southern Wisconsin. Now, in terms of precipitation, we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of it until we get into late Monday night, and it's mostly going to be impacting the southern areas of Wisconsin. We're going to be seeing some pretty decent rainfall, especially between Mineral Point and Madison as well. Now, our rain chances are best between the next 5 days going into the new week, and even for Saturday, so I guess we can include 6 days. We're looking for Monday through Saturday to be the best days and best potential for us to see some precipitation. But back to our Sunday, playing it out, we're looking at plenty of sunshine and temperatures into about 80 degrees. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be pleasant. Make sure you enjoy it. Back to you, Taylor.
All right, Julian, thank you so much. Well, a family on Madison's northeast side wants to know if you recognize this person who they believe vandalized their property not once, but twice, as our Adam Duxter explains why they feel it was a targeted crime.
We're not afraid, we're not intimidated. I mean, more than anything, it's kind of sad almost.
For Jared Koenig, waking up this week to this video,
trying to steal the entire flag,
was the final straw.
This person sees these things out here and thinks that, you know, they're just so offended, or they're so, I don't know what exactly the thought process is.
In a back and forth he says has gone on long enough, starting when his family put up 2 flags on their porch, one for pride and the second with the words Black Lives Matter.
It was the end of June of this year, and then that's when they're stolen for the first time.
That's when Koenig invested in security cameras.
I just got some cable wire, and I just attached to the front porch.
And a little more reinforcement. But even still, it wasn't enough.
Came up and cut him off with a knife and walked off with them, and it just seemed, I don't know, really cowardly.
And just after 4 a.m. Wednesday morning, those cameras caught someone initially attempting to rip and then eventually cutting the flags down.
And I think it was immediately kind of just shock that like someone would go to that length to take the flags.
Koenig says he's filed a report with the Dane County Sheriff's Office, but says really more than anything, what he would like is a chance to talk to the person responsible.
So I don't mind the fact that the flags were stolen, but you know what's the end game? Like why do you feel the need to do these kind of things, or why do you feel that way?
Today,
He just sniffed them off.
he's holding on to what's left and says despite what's happened, he and his family aren't going to be deterred.
I just want them to know that we're not afraid. We're not backing down.
In Madison, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Well, the family says they've already got plans to put 2 new flags up, and in the meantime are asking for help taking a good look at that security footage. Anyone with information is asked to contact the Dane County Tips line. That number is 608-284-6900. And new this morning, the Department of Defense has approved a request to temporarily house Afghan refugees at Fort McCoy here in Wisconsin. Now, the base will provide housing, supplements, and support for some Afghans applying for special immigration visas, as well as their families. A spokesperson says full details are still being worked out right now and didn't provide a time frame for how soon the first refugees could arrive. Fort McCoy has said their arrival will not affect military training. And refugees aren't only heading to Wisconsin. The military says they will also be sent to Fort Bliss in Texas and Fort Lee in Virginia. Officials say the U.S. could take in as many as 150,000 refugees. President Biden is expected to give an update on the evacuation mission later on today. And U.S. citizens in Afghan were told to avoid traveling to the airport of Kabul in their capital on Saturday. The U.S. Embassy put out a safety warning yesterday morning. The Pentagon's press secretary military says the U.S. is trying to get its people out as fast as possible. And then check this out. The U.S. teams evacuating Americans and Afghans jumped into action yesterday as a pregnant woman went into labor on board an Air Force plane. Military officials say the woman went into labor during the flight. The baby girl and her mother are now at a German medical facility and said to be in good condition. And there have been people reaching out asking about how they can help with the situation in Afghanistan. For those looking to donate, the BBB has some reminders. If donating online, make sure the website has the HTTPS before the name and a lock symbol. They also recommend paying with a credit card, not debit, and of course get a receipt. They say to be sure to do your research on the charity that you're looking into and don't rush into it. And nearly just 1 year after Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back by Kenosha police, family, friends, and activists are still calling for justice. Monday is the 1 year since the shooting took place. People gathered on the streets of Kenosha yesterday to reflect the progress made since the incident. The officer who shot Blake has since been cleared by the district attorney's office and still returns to work. Blake is currently paralyzed from the waist down. Our time right now is 7:06. Coming up, we are just 2 weeks away from the start of the Badger football season. Plus, here's a live look outside. Julian is tracking your Sunday morning forecast. That's all coming up next.
Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021 is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course lunch starting at $15 and a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021, starting September 19th through the 24th. For participating restaurant menus and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
Your pipes need to loosen up. Your furnace needs to chill out. No more Freon for your AC. You don't need a working ceiling fan. Nothing can stop me from causing problems in your home. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
That's right, Pesky. Your problems are plunged.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
They say when you come from a small town, you grow up a little different. When U.S. Cellular's founder, Roy Carlson, looked at small towns, he saw nothing but potential that deserved the best technology. Since the other guys were busy with the biggest cities, well, he'd just have to build a network there himself. Here's the thing, when you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the local neighborhood, so you make a difference.
Thanks for the hot spot.
When you go town by town, doing it different, you might even win some awards. You might even want to celebrate. But we're still far from done. You know, it's a good thing we started local. Otherwise, we might not be. A little different. The nationwide network built from your town up. U.S. Cellular.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Save up to $200 on our Doctor's Choice lineup, plus 7 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
It's back to school. Are you finished your list for less ready? Day 1 and beyond ready? Every supply for every class ready? Shop Staples and be more than ready for back to school.
In this ad, pay attention to the actor's gums. Gums? We don't think about them. But like skin, over time, gums can get damaged. Colgate Gum Renewal reverses early gum damage for a beautiful, revitalized smile.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Now, as we get things rolling for us for our Sunday, we do have 3 things that we're going to need to know. And the first thing is my favorite thing. We're looking at today to be very sunny for us. But then as we go into the new work week, we're looking at those temperatures to jump early as we're going back to some pretty uncomfortable conditions. And then more storms are in the forecast for us, so prepare for more wet days ahead. As we're waking up this morning, it's 57 degrees, and it's feeling real good with 52 degrees as our dew points here in Madison. And for much of southern Wisconsin, we're waking up with very comfortable conditions. Over into the northwest, we're into those 40s, so a little cool to start off with, but plenty of 50-degree temperatures. Good morning for Viroqua at 54, the Dells at 55 degrees right now. And over into the east, however, is where we're looking at a bit warmer with Milwaukee at 67 and Kenosha as well to waking up this morning. But our dew points are comfortable. We're looking at those 50s lower, especially with the 52-degree mark with Madison and Mineral Point and Lone Rock, 56 degrees, and for Watertown for our dew points. And as we're heading out the door this morning, folks, we're looking at really good conditions to start off in the morning and especially into the afternoon. We're talking about shorts weather that's going to be so pleasant and comfortable that you're just going to fall in love all over again with Sunday. Now, as we go into our radar, however, as I mentioned, we're looking at a lot of dry conditions, nothing being picked up on our radar, especially along Wisconsin in itself. The only thing that we're really seeing and taking a look at is mostly that tropical storm that was a Category 1 hurricane starting to impact the far northeast corridor of the United States. But for us here in Wisconsin, we are looking at those beautiful conditions throughout our Sunday, but we are looking for some changes coming in, especially around Monday morning. Could be seeing some showers and storms rolling in past Madison, and then our Monday afternoon, we're going to be warming back up with that heat and with that sunshine rolling back in for us. And then on to Monday nights, we're looking at another round of some showers and storms coming in from the south, pushing its way across southern Wisconsin. So those are going to be the areas where we're going to be looking at to develop some type of precipitation, especially as we go into our overnight hours. Now, for the next few days, however, that's where we're also going to be looking for more precipitation. From Monday into Saturday, we're looking at chances of seeing rain into our forecast. So that's something we're going to be keeping our eye on. But for this afternoon, we're looking at mostly sunny and pleasant conditions with a high of 80 degrees, so definitely get out and enjoy it. Now, as we take a look at our 10-day forecast, we're going to be looking at today to be the best day until next weekend, pretty much. We're looking at chances of rain and warm temperatures for the next few days in Madison. And then next weekend, we do have chances of rain, but Taylor, we are into those upper 70s, which is pretty good, especially since we are trying to close out of summer. We're slowly but surely getting there, you know? Fall is like trying to knock at the door, but it's still summer.
Already? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I need a couple more weeks.
Fair enough, fair enough.
All right, Julian, thank you so much. Well, we are just 2 short weeks away from this tens and thousands of people jumping around inside Camp Randall for Badger football season. Just after a week where it felt like we were moving backwards in the pandemic, UW moved us forward with its plan to make this a reality. Our Christina Laurie has more.
The Badgers are back.
I've got my season tickets.
And so are their fans.
Live close enough to walk, so hopefully be able to get some friends together, have a good time, and be able to go watch the Badgers get some W's.
For the first time in 17 months, real-life people, not just players, are back inside Camp Randall for a sporting event.
I just came to Madison last year, and we weren't allowed to do anything, so I'm really excited to get back in person and see them play.
This season, all ticketed fans are required to wear masks inside.
There are some concerns, and UW is doing what they can to prevent an outbreak from happening.
They're encouraged to wear them outdoors, too. Doctors say that'll help make sure fans get to see a full season. And by the looks of the annual red-white scrimmage,
I'm just looking forward to the Badgers having another fine season.
It's already looking that way. Hundreds of fans got a preview this Saturday. Students, alumni, possible future Badgers.
I just like watching people doing really long throws and really good plays.
The 2021 season kicks off in 2 weeks against Penn State, but some fans already have their eye on another opponent.
I'm looking forward to us beating Notre Dame.
Beating last year's 4-3 record and staying ahead of the coronavirus, too, as fans and players prepare for what they hope will be a full winning season. At Camp Randall, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Well, when fans return to Camp Randall next month, they'll have to wear their masks in the indoor areas. But some other college football team programs are being a little bit more strict. Both Oregon and Oregon State say that their fans overall the age of 12 and up must show either the proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test to attend games this fall. Now, the Ducks and the Beavers are the first Power 5 schools to make that requirement. And 238 students no longer are enrolled at the University of Virginia after they didn't comply with the school's vaccine mandate. UVA is requiring all students who live, learn, or work at the university to be fully vaccinated for the start of the semester. But the school says most of the students disenrolled and didn't enroll for classes this fall. Less than a quarter had planned on taking classes. And coming up next here on News 3, Old Navy is expanding its sizes in women's section. Plus, when we come back, we hear about the importance of a good cast iron skillet in the kitchen from Chef Paul.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team for your most accurate forecast.
Toyota's national sales event is on now.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on many of your favorite Toyota models.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
Have a great first day, Dad.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Toyota's national sales event is on now.
Right now, get $750 customer cash on many of your favorite Toyota models.
It all ends September 7th.
Toyota, let's go places.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Good morning and welcome back, everyone. Look at that beautiful sunrise behind me. Just a beautiful sun. Now, as we get things rolling for our current conditions as of right now, 57 degrees with dew points at 52. So, yes, if you were asking if it's comfortable to wake up to this morning, it absolutely is. It is gorgeous. And our temperatures around southern Wisconsin are into those lower to middle 50s with Platteville at 56 degrees. Good morning to you. Janesville at 61. And for Milwaukee and Kenosha, 67 degrees. Good morning to all of you. Dew points, however, are still very comfortable around southern Wisconsin. Kenosha's sitting a little bit above the comfort level, but still we're holding strong, and we're going to be looking for our afternoon to really be kicking that real strong, good conditions as we go throughout the rest of our afternoon. So you're heading out the door, we're looking at good conditions. Back to you, Taylor.
All right, Julian, thank you so much. Well, how much dough will you pay for your pizza? A new index from personal finance site Expensity ranks the states with the priciest pizzas. Alaska tops the list, where a cheese pizza there is $9. Montana was second, followed by Oklahoma. On the flip side, North Dakota is home of the cheapest pie at an average of $6.64. Interesting. And in an effort to make shopping for clothes more inclusive, Old Navy is expanding its women's sizing. Starting today, sizes 0 to size 30 or an extra small up to a 4X will be available and priced all equally. The new initiative called Body Equality, will also be displayed on mannequins in sizes 4, 12, and 18. Well, cast iron skillets are durable, naturally non-stick, and great at retaining heat and beloved by and celebrated by chefs and amateur cooks at home. As Chef Paul explains why it should be a staple in every kitchen.
I'm gonna show you how to cook salmon. How's that? The sockeye, okay? First, I'm gonna, skin's edible. I'm gonna score skin a little bit here. Score a little bit here, okay? Score a little bit here. And I'm gonna season, and then also we're gonna cook the scallop here too. Season a little salt, pepper here. Okay, and salt, pepper here. Okay. All right. Very easy. You will see how easy this thing go. Now I'm gonna season a little bit more. We'll see some extra virgin oil here, and I put some oil here too, to ready to cook my fish. So now I have this ready. So I'm gonna make sure, score a little bit of oil. Okay, you can see the smoke come out away from you. So like that. And another thing is, people ask me how to make an apple pie with cast iron. It's so easy. Once you have the dough is 1, 2, 3 formula. Means 1 part of liquid, 2 part of fat, 3 part of flour, and pinch of salt and sugar. That's it. This apple pie showcases wonderful local foods, the best. Pristine variety apple. So easy. And this chicken thigh, a little bit salt, pepper, vinegar, season. Put a little bit of flour on the skin before you fry it, so keep it with that crispy, sheen surface. And pork chop, same idea. I love this. Local zephyr zucchini. And they just brown on the pan, just lightly brown. And a little salt, pepper first, and lightly brown, and score it a little bit. Do this. I like to score this a little bit because it's really thick. So when you put down cooking like that, it would take time. So you score a little bit like this. So you score a little bit. So when you put down the cook like this, so just slowly, low heat, slowly cook them. So they will turn out like golden brown like this. Very nice and pliable. And you just cut open it. Oh man, look. Like cutting the butter, beautiful and tasty. So now, let's check this thing, how to go. Look at that. Look at that. So at this point, you can pop in the oven to finish. Or you can just still put on the stove top and to finish, okay? I would like to pop in the oven to finish because that gives you that even cookiness, My oven, I like 475 degrees. For that piece of fish thickness like this, probably 3 minutes done. Everything from co-op. If you're not a member, please join us. Local produce the best. Everything, the protein-wise, pork's local, all apple, local. Okay, let's check the fish. How's that? I think. Wow, look at this. I like, you can see the protein start to coagulate. The white stuff here start to coagulate, means done, okay? You don't want to overcook a piece of fish. That's beautiful, let's see this. I know people don't want to eat skin, but I love skin. I love skin. Okay, and I have a little sauce. This sauce, by reducing the chicken, I cooked the chicken, right? So a little fat and put some water there to reduce, become a sauce. So we can use that as a little sauce on the side. It's beautiful. All right. And do the garnishing here. How's that? Just put on there. That's called gilded lily. Now, look, everything here can be done by cast iron. So don't give up cast iron. You gotta really take care. Season them well. And once you cook them, you don't use soapy water to wash them. Just hot water, rinse off, and dry. That's it. If it turns rust, that means You have to season, create a non-stick surface. All right? Stay well, eat well, be happy. Thank you.
Well, for more information on Chef Paul and the Whitley Street Co-op, you can visit our website. That's at channel3000.com. Well, there's still another half hour of news still ahead here on News 3 Now this Sunday morning. We are running through this morning's top stories. Plus, Madison leaders meet with a West Side neighborhood to talk about what changes they want to see. We'll be right back.
Do you suffer with pain, numbness, and tingling in the hands or feet? Commonly diagnosed as peripheral neuropathy? Are you taking drugs such as Lyrica or gabapentin that have serious side effects and often do not relieve your symptoms? Your doctor has told you you may just have to live with the pain. Peripheral neuropathy is a result of damage to the nerves, often causing burning, weakness, pain, numbness, tingling, and the most debilitating balance problems. Our facility uses multiple therapeutic methods to help give you relief from neuropathy symptoms with no injections and no drugs. You may start seeing relief after only a few sessions. To determine if your neuropathy symptoms can be relieved, we will do a consultation to evaluate the extent of your condition. Call us today to schedule your neuropathy consultation to find out if you're a candidate for our therapy. Call today.
Metastatic breast cancer is relentless, but I'm relentless every day. And having more days is possible with Verzenio, proven to help you live significantly longer when taken with fulvestrant.
Verzenio plus fulvestrant is for women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer that has progressed after hormone therapy. Diarrhea is common, may be severe, or cause dehydration or infection. At the first sign, call your doctor, start an antidiarrheal, and drink fluids. Before taking Verzenio, tell your doctor about any fever, chills, or other signs of infection. Verzenio may cause low white blood cell counts, which may cause serious infection that can lead to death. Life-threatening lung inflammation can occur. Tell your doctor about any new or worsening trouble breathing, cough, or chest pain. Serious liver problems can happen. Symptoms include fatigue, appetite loss, stomach pain, and bleeding or bruising. Blood clots that can lead to death have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have pain or swelling in your arms or legs, shortness of breath, chest pain, and rapid breathing or heart rate, or if you are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be.
Every day matters, and I want more of them.
Ask your doctor about Verzenio.
Hello, I'm Roman Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. As a locally owned and operated funeral home, it's important to know that not all funeral homes are the same. Some other Madison area funeral homes are actually owned by corporations based outside of the United States. A corporately owned funeral home is focused on the bottom line, making services more costly. We have served local families for more than 80 years, and our priority is investing in the community and your family. In your time of need, Ryan Funeral Homes are here for you.
Wind, thunderstorms, lightning, severe weather is going to happen. The question is, will it be in your path? And how's it going to affect you? First Warn Weather, your certified most accurate forecast team, takes action when severe weather threatens, alerting you with First Warn Weather alerts, pinpointing where the dangers are and where the storms are headed, on air, online, and on social media. Trust Madison's certified most accurate First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storm.
Well, right now, Madison leaders meet with a West Side neighborhood to talk about what changes they would like to see. Well, good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Taylor Lazenby, and we are turning our attention to our weather this Sunday morning with Julian Seawright. Good morning, Julian.
Good morning, Taylor, and good morning, everyone, as well. As we're getting things ready for our Sunday, here's a quick look at what we're going to be expecting. We do have this high pressure up into the upper Midwest. However, it's only going to be lasting for a little while because this low pressure system and this cold front is going to be sweeping its way across central United States, making its way into the upper Midwest, bringing in some rain chances along with it as we get into the rest of part of our week. Now, as we take a look at what we can be expecting, Sunday, we're looking for really calm weather for us, very pleasant, and then as we get into our Monday morning, we're looking for that cold front to start to roll in, starting to bring in some chances of showers and even some storms pretty early into the morning. They're looking to be isolated, and then we're looking into our Monday afternoon, or Monday night, excuse me, and that's when we're looking at another chance of seeing another round of seeing those showers or storms pretty late into our night. Now, we're still looking at the precipitation mainly to be developing, accumulating overnight into the southern areas of Wisconsin, and then our rain chances are best from Monday through Saturday. So that's something we want to keep our eye on for the next couple of days because the temperatures are definitely going to be warm, but we're also going to be seeing almost every single day of next week having a chance of bringing some rain to the area. We'll talk more about this coming up. Back to you, Taylor.
Thank you so much, Julian. Well, one man is dead following a shooting on Beloit's north side. Now, officers were sent to Fayette Avenue around 9:20 on Friday night. The man's death is being investigated as a homicide. Police also haven't said what led to the shooting, but they say the victim was taken to a nearby hospital where he later died. He has not been identified as of yet, and Beloit police are asking anyone with information to call them at the number on the bottom of your screen. And police are investigating another shooting that happened, a deadly shooting that shots were fired about 1.5 miles away, right by Riverside Park. Police say a woman was shot there, but she's expected to be okay. Officers believe both of the shootings are related, and nobody is in custody as of yet. Also, Beloit police officers are responding to a shooting on the 1600 block of Dewey Avenue that came in just around 7:30 last night. In a Facebook post, the department said officers took 3 people into custody after a police pursuit. They said officers recovered evidence of a shooting from the vehicle. 2 people were hurt in that shooting. Police said they have non-life-threatening injuries. If you have any information on these 3 shootings, you are asked to contact Crime Stoppers. Their number is 608-362-7463. And we're learning more information about a crash on WIS 33 near Reedsburg that has resulted in multiple lane closures now have all reopened. According to the Sauk County Sheriff's Department, the crash occurred at 5:03 p.m. on Saturday night on WIS 33 at Twin Pine Road, resulting in east and westbound lane closures. The Sauk County Sheriff's Department is currently responding to that scene and say that now all lanes are back open. And safety is a major concern and on the minds of many people. That's why a group of neighbors on the city's west side are hoping to restore a sense of safety in their community. Our Tahil Maladeen shares what they're doing to get their voices heard.
It became clear to me that there's just not a place.
Bonnie Rose says she's had enough.
I wasn't finding a place to voice my concerns about safety and gun violence.
The longtime Madison resident says crime in her neighborhood is getting worse. And she's not the only one concerned.
I'm here at this meeting because our family has had 2 cars stolen.
Today, Roe and a group of her neighbors had a chance to tell the city's top officials just how they feel.
I'm very concerned that these juveniles keep going through the cycle, nothing happens. I don't think we have anything for them. And where the heck are their parents?
And the top officials...
True or false? All right, that is false.
Like Police Chief Sean Barnes had the chance to talk back.
If our community does not feel safe, that is a big worry for me. It's a big worry for our department.
But Barnes says, despite the concerns, most crimes, with the exception of stolen cars, are actually down from last year. The chief says, ultimately, when it comes to policing, his officers can only do so much.
There's times in this city where we're busy with priority calls, and we can't get to some of those smaller, non-priority calls.
And says one solution includes people like Bonnie and her neighbors doing much of what they're doing today, looking after their own community.
We need to establish a community where everyone is a police officer and everyone works towards the good of the community.
Well, we asked Chief Barnes if there is any concern that people intervening with what they consider suspicious activity could lead to profiling. He said there wasn't, because people will be paying attention to behavior, not the people themselves. And we are learning new information this morning about a 24-year-old Portage man is now dead after a 1-car crash in Marquette County. Now, it happened on Friday night in the town of Newton on County Highway JJ. The sheriff's office says that the driver crossed the center lane and rolled off the road before hitting a tree. And then early yesterday morning, a 22-year-old man from Janesville was left fighting for his life after a car crash in Janesville involving a stolen vehicle. The driver of that car that was stolen has been since released from the hospital, but he was arrested for an outstanding felony warrant. If you want to see an upcoming show at the Bartell Theater, you're going to need to bring your proof of more than just your ticket. The Downtown Madison Theater says it's now requiring each of its audience members to show proof of vaccination at the door. Everyone in attendance will also have to wear a mask throughout the show. The theater says it is trying to make an aggressive push to keep everyone safe at their indoor venue, as the Delta variant remains on the rise.
We wanted to try to be an example. Even if we are a smaller venue in town, we wanted to be able to set that example and show that, you know, events from as large as Summerfest or the Alliance Center here in town, or even down to the Bartell Theater and our resident community theater companies, we're all going to try to take this seriously and try to reopen safely as things start to kind of ramp up COVID-wise again.
Well, currently, the county's mask mandate requires each performer wear a mask throughout their show. This current rule has some in the arts community frustrated. But so far, Madison-Dane County Public Health is sticking with this rule. And Friday, we got a chance to speak with the director with the Bartell Theater, who says his upcoming September show would be canceled if the current mask mandate does not change. You can check out that story by going to our website. That's at channel3000.com. And in just a few hours, the FDA is expected to give a full approval to Pfizer's COVID vaccine. Now, regulators tried to complete the process by Friday, but the New York Times reports that they're still working through the paperwork and final negotiations. Pfizer had set an unofficial deadline for approval of Labor Day, which is just 2 weeks away. Now, the approval could boost the country's vaccination campaign by convincing more unvaccinated Americans the shot is safe and effective. Also, new information this morning, Reverend Jesse Jackson and his wife are both in the hospital after testing positive for COVID-19. Jackson is 79 years old. His wife, Jacqueline, is 77. The couple was vaccinated back in January. Jackson was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2017. And when the shot gets full approval, we have team coverage on air and online by visiting channel3000.com. You will be the first to know when it happens by downloading our Channel 3000 News app. And coming up here on News 3, new problems for Tesla cars are on the rise. Plus, here is a live look outside of Seaside Heights in New Jersey, as Henri is expected to make landfall later on today.
You've heard that an apple a day keeps the doctor away, but you still need to see your dentist because getting good dental care is important to your overall health. You know dental bills can take a big bite out of your budget, especially if you're retired or on Medicare. Even a simple cleaning can cost $200. And other procedures like crowns and root canals can cost hundreds, even thousands more. But affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company can help. Give us a call or go online for this free information kit with all the details. This isn't just a discount plan. This is real dental insurance that can help pay for over 350 covered procedures like cleanings, fillings, crowns, even dentures. There are no deductibles, no annual maximum, and you can see any dentist you like. So don't wait. Call now or go online for your free information kit from Physicians Mutual.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
If your credit card debt is out of control, if you're in over your head in monthly payments, there's a secret the credit card companies don't want you to know. If you have more than $10,000 in credit card debt, you have the right to let us settle that debt for a fraction of what you owe. That's bad news for the credit card companies, but it's great news for you. We're Credit Associates, and we're offering you free information on how to completely resolve your credit card debt with a monthly payment you can afford. To see how much you could save, call now. 1-800-914-7929. Don't declare bankruptcy. Don't consolidate. Give us 10 minutes and we could save you thousands. After all, we depend on your success and offer a guarantee so there's no risk to call. Credit Associates. Live better, debt-free. We'll even show you how to use your stimulus money to jumpstart our services and get you debt-free faster than you ever thought possible. Call Credit Associates now to see how much you could save for free. Call 1-800-914-7929.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze, and its mission is to make sleep feel cool. So no more night sweats, no more nocturnal baking, no high blast ceiling fans, or polar ice cap air conditioner mode. Because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers superior cooling from cover to core, helping you sleep cool all night long.
And right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
In this ad, pay attention to the actor's gums. Gums? We don't think about them. But like skin, over time, gums can get damaged. Colgate Gum Renewal reverses early gum damage for a beautiful, revitalized smile.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, a major section of the Superior National Forest in Minnesota is being closed off for at least a week due to active fires, extreme droughts, and limited resources there. The area is being closed as the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness Center. That closure will last until at least next Friday and could be extended. Officials haven't said what the closure means for people already in that park area. And there is still some trouble for Tesla after a series of accidents involving first responders. The nation's auto safety regulator is investigating the vehicle's autopilot feature. CBS's Chris Van Cleve has the story.
This Tesla slammed into a California Highway Patrol SUV, stopped on a closed freeway as officers investigated a fatal crash last month. The driver allegedly told police she'd engaged autopilot and wasn't paying attention.
If there was officers inside that vehicle, it could have been a lot worse. If somebody's outside next to the car, they can easily kill an officer.
It's at least the 11th time since 2018 where a Tesla using advanced driver assistance technology hit a stopped emergency vehicle. Federal regulators are now investigating those crashes that resulted in reports of 17 injuries and 1 death. Among them, this 2018 collision where a Tesla slammed into the back of a fire truck. The National Transportation Safety Board blamed driver error and autopilot's design.
Well, I do believe there's a problem there.
CBS News transportation safety analyst Rob Sumwalt was the NTSB chairman during that investigation. What's the concern with calling something autopilot?
Concern with calling it an autopilot is that people get overconfident. This is not an autopilot at all. It needs to be constantly monitored, just like an autopilot on an airplane.
Now, Senators Ed Markey and Richard Blumenthal are demanding the Federal Trade Commission launch its own investigation into potentially deceptive and unfair practices in Tesla's advertising and marketing.
Tesla has been overstating, vastly and falsely overstating the capabilities of its autopilot system. The consequences can be deadly.
Autopilot can maintain the car's speed and lane position, but Tesla says the driver must stay in control and pay proper attention. The company did not respond to our request for comment, but has stood by its technology, arguing it reduces accidents. While the automaker continues to update the system, it is not foolproof. During this 2018 drive in a Tesla Model 3, autopilot nearly steered me into another vehicle as 2 lanes merged together. It's nearly drove us into the Subaru there.
Not quite a perfect system, so at that point the car was not aware that there was another car that was about to steer into us.
The probe could affect an estimated 765,000 Teslas currently on the road. Chris Van Cleve, CBS News, Washington.
Well, coming up next, doctors at SSM Health share how to treat your back pain. Plus, we're taking a live look outside of the Capitol as Julian gives us a look at our work week ahead forecast. That's coming up next on News 3 Now this Sunday morning. But first, we want to say a happy big 3rd birthday to Kendrick. Happy birthday.
Coast 3 is sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Announcing another Best of Madison 2021 award. And the winner is Wollersheim Winery, Distillery, and Bistro. Best Winery, Best Distillery. For a list of all the 2021 Best of Madison winners, pick up the August issue of Madison Magazine.
Expertly tailored eye care. State-of-the-art eye exams. High-quality lenses and frames. Because everything we do at LensCrafters is for every sight that makes your life special. Book your annual eye exam now. LensCrafters. Because sight.
At Pick and Save, we take scrutinizing freshness to a whole new level, where only the best of the best of the best will do. But just because you can't get any higher than Perfect 10 produce, that doesn't mean that we won't try. Because Pick and Save produce isn't just fresh, it's fresher than fresh. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
There's nothing like a good Packers game tailgate. Right, Jared? Booyah! We got one. Go, Pack, go! Woo! Hey, nice Packers tickets. Remember the bonus drawing.
Wisconsin Lottery Packers scratch games with instant cash prizes and a bonus drawing for 2 Packers season tickets for 2 years.
A chance at 2 Packers season tickets for 2 years.
Dude, I've been trying to tell you.
I'm getting kind of weak. I think I need another brat.
Since 1976, Feldco stood the test of time.
It's Feldco's 45th anniversary! Time to get down!
To celebrate Feldco's 45th anniversary, get 45% off windows today. That's cause for a celebration.
45% off windows won't last long. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021 is here. Participating restaurants will provide a 3-course lunch starting at $15 and a 3-course dinner starting at $25, featuring wine and more. Don't miss Madison Magazine's Fall Restaurant Week 2021, starting September 19th through the 24th. For participating restaurant menus and details, visit MadisonRestaurantWeek.com. Presenting sponsor, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. Supporting sponsor, E&J Gallo Winery.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Good morning and welcome back, everyone. As we're getting our Sunday morning rolling for us, it is a gorgeous one to already start off here in Madison. 57 degrees right now, plenty of blue sky as the sun is rising for us, and 52 degrees is our dew point as of right now. Gorgeous start and gorgeous end to our weekend. As we're taking a look at our temperatures, we're looking at plenty of those 50s around southern Wisconsin. A couple areas are hitting to the 60s with 60 degrees in Watertown, 61 for Janesville, and then into the eastern side, we're looking at Milwaukee and Kenosha, both at 67 degrees starting off this morning. But the good news is the dew points are very comfortable. 52 degrees for Madison, Lone Rock, in the Dells, and Camp Douglas and Wautoma. Plenty of our temperatures are feeling really good and not a whole lot of humidity to start off either. Now, as we're waking up, clear skies, as I had mentioned. Our radar isn't picking up anything, but we are keeping an eye on to the far northeast of the United States, where that tropical storm, which was once Henri, was a hurricane category 1. Now it is a tropical storm impacting the far northeastern, east coastern side of the United States. But for us, we're going to be dry as this high pressure system sticks around into the upper Midwest throughout our Sunday. But this low pressure is going to start to make its way across and start to change things for us, bringing this precipitation to the area as we get into our Monday. So for Sunday, we're looking at good conditions, lots of sunshine. But then as we go into our Monday morning, have a chance of seeing some showers and some isolated thunderstorms to start off our Monday morning. And then Monday afternoon, back to some warm temperatures, plenty of sunshine. And then Monday night is where we're going to be looking at another round of seeing some of those showers and thunderstorms spread across southern Wisconsin. We are looking for these areas mostly into the southern areas, more southern cities. We're going to be looking at seeing more precipitation accumulate for us throughout the events of our rain. However, that doesn't expend for much of the next few days, because we are still going to be looking for the next few days to be bringing in precipitations, especially all of next week. Pretty much every day we have a chance at seeing some type of rain. But since we are looking at gorgeous conditions, we have to bring it back for you, because it is the boating forecast, and I would love to be invited to one, but of course, either way, take your boats out and enjoy your Sunday, folks. And as we are wrapping things up for our 10-day forecast, we're going to be looking after today to be switching back to not so great conditions, as we're looking at chances of rain for the next few days, and on top of that, warmer temperatures Monday through Wednesday. We're going to be looking at the heat rolling in, and then another cold front will come by, cooling things off, but then bringing more chance of some rain. The good news is we do need the rain. We have been in a drought, but we're still not looking like fall. Still going to feel like summer.
That's good.
Yeah, it's a little give or take here as we're closing out our
The
August.
good old boating forecast. One day, Julian, one day.
One day.
It's going to become a reality. We'll be on a boat.
Manifest it.
Thank you so much. Well, a new study finds the top 5% of opioid prescribers in the U.S. account for at least half of all high-risk opioid prescriptions to children and young adults. High-risk prescriptions, including a larger dose than is recommended for children, or a drug not recommended at all. The researchers from the University of Michigan find a disproportionate number of prescribers are dentists and surgeons with practices in the South. And a new study from Georgetown University finds some people can better recognize new information and focus on what's important in a given situation as they grow older. Researchers say that 2 key brain functions can improve in older individuals, which can slow cognitive decline. And if you're struggling with back pain, there are ways you can treat it. News 3 Now this morning's Chris Stanford and Leah Lynchine join us with more.
Back pain, it's pretty common, and it seems almost everyone has dealt with it at some point in their lives.
So Dr. Rupa Shah from SSM Health is here with us again to talk about what we can do to treat it. Now, there are a couple of main types of back pain. Can you break those down for us?
Yeah, sure. So the first type we refer to is called mechanical, or that muscular type of back pain. This is by far the most common cause that most people suffer from. It's primarily from the muscles, the ligaments, the joints, and the bones that support our spine. This type of pain is typically in the low back. It can radiate sometimes to the buttocks or the upper thighs. It'll feel different based on your activity, motion, that sort of thing. The other type that people could suffer from is what we call radicular pain. Most people know this as sciatica. This is when a nerve becomes impinged or inflamed, and it will follow what we call a dermatome, or a specific nerve root. Typically, this can kind of go down your buttock into your leg, and it'll be a sharp electric type of feeling, or like a burning type of pain. And it'll usually be on one side of your body.
So you can hurt your back, obviously, by exercising, lifting heavy things, but you can also hurt your back from just sitting. Is that right?
Yeah, so what we don't realize is that when we're sitting, we're putting pressure on each of those vertebral and spinal segments of our back. We're also reducing the strength of the supporting muscles of our upper and lower back when we sit. And we're also getting decreased nutrient supply to the spinal tissues, which can also lead to back problems and back stiffness. So when you sit on the edge of your chair and you're hunched forward towards your computer, you're putting a lot more strain on your spine, which again leads to that stiffness and pain that a lot of people notice at the end of a long workday. And if you're sedentary, these changes will be very much exacerbated, causing increased stiffness, which can even develop within maybe even an hour of sitting.
Now, I've dealt with back pain a few different times in my life, and it was right when I was carrying our babies a lot. They start to get bigger, and you favor one side, and you get a little bit out of whack, and I know how painful it can be, so this is really good information. Dr. Shah, tell us what we could do about back pain if we start to suffer it, you know, if we're carrying babies, or if we're sitting wrong, or overexerting ourselves, however it may be.
Yeah, so a lot of us are doing a lot more sitting currently. So the one thing you want to do is really focus on your posture, whether you're working at home or at the office. You should really be striving for a good upright posture when you sit. Roll your shoulders back with over your ears, so they're kind of your ears and your shoulders are aligned. Make sure your upper arms are parallel to your torso. If you're sitting in an office chair, try to avoid sitting back and using the backrest too much. When you do that, you're not using the muscles of your back, so you really want to activate those core muscles when you sit. And then the other thing I would recommend is every hour, try and get up and move. These micro movements throughout the day are super important and will kind of prevent some of that stiffness at the end of the day. So even if you can take 5 or 10 minutes every hour just to get up, walk around, or do some stretches, it will really help improve your symptoms.
All right. Dr. Rupa Shah, if anybody's looking for you on social media, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook or Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shah.
All right, Dr. Shah, thanks for joining us.
Well, make sure to make News 3 part of your weekly routine by downloading the Channel 3000 app for the latest headlines and weather conditions 24/7. But first, a cop jumps on to some subway tracks to save a fallen man, and a pair of kids make some lemonade to provide aid to those in need. That's all coming up next.
One of our biggest furniture events of the year, the Labor Day sale at Slumberland. Take an additional 25% off our already low prices.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Get your look for less at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland.
This is Connie Ryan of Ryan Funeral Homes. While things have changed, it's still necessary for families to stay connected. And when it comes to the loss of a loved one, it's important to process and grieve and honor your loved one in a way that keeps everyone safe. We're doing this through intimate services and private virtual streaming, so your family can be part of the service no matter where they are. Ryan Funeral Homes are here with your safety in mind and compassionate care in your time of need.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
This is the Tempur-Pedic Breeze, and its mission is to make sleep feel cool. So no more night sweats, no more nocturnal baking, no high blast ceiling fans, or polar ice cap air conditioner mode. Because the Tempur-Pedic Breeze delivers superior cooling from cover to core, helping you sleep cool all night long.
And right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Welcome to Toyota's National Sales Event.
Ooh, RAV4.
It's a great time to save on the 2021s while they last. Ooh, Venza. Toyota's got an exciting lineup to choose from.
Oh, Highlander, could you?
Oh, sure. You have to understand, it's the National Sales Event.
Right now, during Toyota's National Sales Event, get $750 customer cash on a new 2021 Camry, CHR, RAV4, Venza, or Highlander.
Hey, that's my line.
Toyota, let's go places.
I don't just play someone brainy on TV. I'm an actual neuroscientist, and I love the science behind Neuriva Plus. Unlike ordinary memory supplements, Neuriva Plus fuels 6 key indicators of brain performance. More brain performance, yes please. Neuriva, think bigger.
Incredible savings on mattresses during our Labor Day sale now at Slumberland. Sealy Posturepedic all on sale, starting as low as $4.99. And we're one of the only stores reducing waste through our mattress recycle programs. Shop now at Slumberland.
The feds are pouring billions of dollars into our schools.
This is just one-time funding, so once it's gone, it's out.
As your kids return again to pandemic learning, how's it all being spent? I'll get you answers.
Naomi Coles investigates. Monday on News 3 Now at 6. When the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County launched their back-to-school supplies drive, News 3 Now wanted to help and took action right away. And you responded. Thank you for your generosity. News 3 Now, taking action where our community needs it most.
Welcome back. Well, it is an amazing act of heroism unfolded underground when a transit cop was quick to his thinking and helped save a bystander and sprung into action to save the man from a railroad train. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
A terrifying scene in a New York City subway tunnel caught on camera. NYPD released video of a 60-year-old man they say fainted and fell onto the subway tracks shortly before a train was due to arrive. Transit officer Ludin Lopez was there and wasted no time jumping into action.
I just saw somebody who needed my help, and I reacted. I wasn't even thinking.
With the arriving train moments away, a bystander jumped in to assist, all while carefully avoiding the electrified third rail. While others flagged the train to slow down, the man was pulled to safety by a brave cop and an unidentified Good Samaritan in the right place at the right time.
And I don't know who he is, but if he were here, I would shake his hand. It just made me feel like this is what I came here to do. And I felt very fulfilled by that.
A pair of kids in a Denver suburb are lending some helping hands.
Lemonade for $2 and $1.
By using them to make homemade lemonade for a very good cause.
We're giving it to the refugee.
The two Colorado cousins are selling lemonade to help aid the humanitarian crisis in Afghanistan by donating all proceeds to the International Rescue Committee. The 5-year-olds have found sweet success.
Our business is going great.
With a special family recipe that's going down well with customers.
Just like my mother used to make.
At last count, the boys had raised an impressive $750 for the effort.
If everyone takes small steps to do something, then maybe it will make a difference.
For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Well, our Sunday is going to be gorgeous, but we have rain in our forecast pretty much the entire week, so be sure that you have your rain gear nearby. Over to you, Taylor.
All right, that will do it for us this morning. We'll see you later on for our evening shows at 6 and